Hello, my leaders and fellow TBCians in the TBC community. Good day to you, people of the world. I am by name Arowolo Y.I. I am a Nigerian and a TBCian. I belong fully to the TBC community. This is my number 27 TBC Public Life broadcast, and it is titled, As a Good TBCian, Please Find Your Way. As a good TBCian, please find your way. As a good TBCian, please find your way. Are you ready to find your way? Let me submit that many of us are born with great potentials and ability to fulfill all our dreams and desires. At childhood, we keep dreaming and imagining how our future is going to be bright, beautiful, and full of success. We don't see, nor anticipate, nor either envisage failure of any sort. We are super convinced we will accomplish all our dreams and expectations. I do hear and see so many children in primary school who still proudly proclaim and declare their dreams. I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a businessman, goes all their dreams, and they say it with so much delight and possibility. The parents look at this kid and somewhere in their inner mind, they can only hope and pray for this dream to come true for their kid. Because you see, for many of these parents, they equally used to have such dream too in the past, but today their reality is so very different from the dreams they had in those years. All things being equal, there is no way at least the majority wouldn't be living in their dreams today, but in the real world, things are never equal. Life is so unpredictable and precarious. Good things happen for bad people, and bad things happen to good people at times. Many times, what you expect is not what you get, and what you get most times is not what you expect. Many of us get very serious about making good success in life. We start early going to school, studying hard and deep, believing if we do all that is required, life will definitely reward us with our desire. While we are at it, we encourage ourselves with the very many people who walk the path before us. That is the path we are currently treading on. Those who have trekked it before, how they became success. We encourage ourselves in referring to successful people in our field of endeavor. We call the names of the achiever in our field. We call the names of successful bankers, successful engineers, architects, pilots, surgeons, businessmen, and many of them like that. We look at them and their life and we smile. We are encouraged by their improvements and believing if they made it, we definitely will make it. What we lack in balance is that we do not think or consider those who have failed in that same field of endeavor to learn from them. We fail to learn from those who have failed. I personally believe there are so many lessons to be learned in life from someone that failed too. Most essentially, how not to do it. That is, how not to tread that failure line. There is a need to understand why they failed, what they missed, the mistake they made, and their wrong calculation. Becoming successful is not just a matter of theory. Let me submit. There are too many books, too many speakers, too many teachers, too many achievers, telling the whole world how they made it. What I have observed in these people is that with all the information on how to make it, sharing the attitude, their behavior, their principle, the principle of the successful, very few people actually still succeed using the story they had. Truth is, many successful people don't tell the whole truth about how they made it. They don't tell the whole truth on how they succeeded. Many times they want to make it look pretty tough and give the impression it is by their personal discipline and their personal hard work, diligence and knowledge. Some of them want people to see them as special and superior. They want to appear more serious about life than any other person. They want to take all the credit for their success. While all these success principles are important, most of the time it is not the main reason why many successful people succeeded though. How do I know? There are very many disciplined, many hardworking, many diligent and knowledgeable people out there today who are still trying to make the two ends meet. Many of them, I believe, are successful, are great achievers. They have personal struggle, and they have their own personal struggle and weaknesses too. They didn't succeed because they are better than you. They succeeded because they found the way of success despite their weaknesses and their inadequacies. Success in life is most time not about hard work. It is not about ability. Success most time is about knowing the way. Knowing the way. Knowing the way. There is a secret to every success, and every successful man has a secret. Please don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Understand me well. I am not saying this secret, the secret I'm talking about is not bad thing. It is just something they know. They have something they have or something they can do that make them outstanding, that they will never disclose to you. Majority of all these people, let me tell you, are not ready to disclose how they made it. They found the way. They found the way, and that has been the reason why they succeeded. That has been the reason why they were successful. They are not better than you. Let me submit. Many of us today are traveling our journey in life using what I call a map. Maps are good. They show us where we are and how we can get to where we want to get to. Map show us the terrain, the route, the distance, and how to get there. When you look at a map, the journey looks very easy and convenient, especially if you really understand the map and the map is explicit enough to you. Let me submit that this life map I liken on to book, journal, academic materials, motivational speaker, life coaches, and other sources of information that can indicate how to get to your destination. But you see, many maps have their limitation. They do not tell you about the weather, if it is going to rain or snow or be sunny on the day of your travel. Map don't tell you that. Map don't tell you the temperature, when it is going to be really hot or too cold to travel. A map may show you a bridge, but the map won't tell you how strong that bridge is. A map will not tell you where the thief or robber are likely going to be hiding along the route. The map won't tell you who to trust and relate with and who not to trust on your way, on the way to your destination. A map is good, but it has its limitation. Books are good, motivational speakers are fantastic, life coaches are terrific, and academic knowledge is equally important. But mind you, they all have their limitation when it comes to your personal journey. How do you then succeed on your journey? Let me tell you that. How do you ensure you are safe, you are secure, and out of danger? How do I know, or how do you know whom to trust and not to trust on your journey? How do you read the weather and understand the climate on your way? How do you know when to run, when not to run, when to slow down, and when to stop on your journey? How do you understand the step after step decision you should make as you progress on your journey? First thing, let me tell you, you need the map. There is no doubt about that. But much more, you need much more than map. You need a guide on your journey. You need to connect with someone who has traveled the journey before and has survived and succeeded. You need someone who will tell you the truth about the journey. You need someone who is honest enough to tell you as it is. You need someone who will hold your hand and lead you through this journey of life. You need someone who is willing to share his experience, the good and the bad, so you can learn from their mistake and need not make those same mistakes. You need someone who has done the journey and his passion is in making others succeed on the journey as well. You need someone who has been harmed, who has been brushed, who has been abused, betrayed, who has been cheated and rejected along the way. Someone who has been in harm's way and has survived grave danger. Someone not ashamed to share his mistake with you. Someone who doesn't, who is not ashamed to share his failure, his stupidity, his vanity with you. Someone who has mastered the terrain, who knows the trap, the shortcut, the danger. Someone who knows when to pause, when to rest, and when to keep going. Someone who will not judge or criticize you when you make mistake and fall, but we encourage you. Someone who will inspire you, who will motivate you and carry you even when you fall down. My dear Tibisha, you can't journey speedily and successfully through life on the account of trial and error. It is not possible. You can't bank on what you read alone, because let's face it, authors write books to sell, and to make good sales, they make the content therein interesting, exciting, and motivating, even if it is not the gospel truth or hard truth. Most books tell you what will excite you, what will inspire you. That is why they call it book, just to make it a good read. Now, the principle they share in the book, working within the contents of your environment and your personality, is a different ball game entirely. Buy book, yes, it is good. Read book, yes, it is good. Listen to tape, yes, it is good. Trust God, yes, it is good. Pray fervently, yes, that is equally good. But you need a guide. You need someone to tell you your own success secret. You need someone who can analyze you. You need someone to see your strength, to observe your weakness and recommend a unique approach on your journey, such that your personal weakness notwithstanding, you continue to progress on your journey as you gradually outgrow and overcome your weaknesses. Listen to me, my dear Tibishan. You cannot spend the whole of your life struggling with your weaknesses, working hard to overcome them all. You don't have that kind of time. As you focus on your strengths and progress on your journey of success, your weaknesses actually tend to lose their power over you, and with time, they are gone. Why? Because you've stopped focusing on it. There is a simple principle which said, life, I said there is a principle in this life that what you focus on gets bigger, and what you neglect or what you ignore diminishes. What you focus on become bigger, while what you neglect or what you ignore diminishes. Instead of investing time and channeling your energy towards fighting your weaknesses, direct the energy and time toward using your strengths to progress on your journey. You need a guide. There is no doubt about that, my friend. You need a true friend, a true leader who will take the time to share with you the reality of life and the requirements of your journey. You can't keep running after people who flaunt their success and intimidate you with their material and financial surplus, taking the glory and making you feel inferior and undeserving of the grace of God. Dear friends, As we are about to enter another year, you Tibetian, find that person. Find that person. Struggle hard. Struggle hard. I must be frank with you. You struggle long enough. You've trusted long enough, and you've stressed your faith far too enough. It is time for you to find that person. Find that person who can truly help you. Look for that person. Look for that person and do all you could. Do all you could to connect with such a person. Seek after this person for experience and knowledge, not necessarily for financial or material gain, though. Because let me tell you, what that person has at hand may not be sufficient to go around for everyone. What you need from this person include knowledge, skill, wisdom, relation, contact opportunity, big moment, and open door. Let this person make clear to you the right time, the right location, the right price, the packaging, the positioning, and the how to surface your world. Stop struggling with a map. As good as a map is, a guide is much better than a map. Oh. It makes your journey faster, easier, and better. A guide has done the journey and is still on location. Is ready to, he has helped so many people and is ready to help you if contacted. Please, so know the path. He has known the path, and you should try and contact him. Dear fellow Tibetian who are listening to me, resolve this coming year to apprehend all you need to be happy. My dear fellow Tibetian, resolve this coming year to apprehend all you need to be happy, to be free and fulfilled. Connect with that person that will assist you. You need someone. No one succeeds alone without help or support from others. So don't let pride keep you aback. Don't let pride keep you aback. Don't let pride keep you away from that sweet life. Don't be stubborn in your mediocrity. Don't be stubborn in your obscurity. Find a helper. There are many good role models around, many good coaches around, many successful yet humble leaders around. Find them, connect with them, learn from them, and zoom your life or your way to your destination. There is always a secret to every trade, every business, every career, and every accomplishment. Seek this secret for yours to succeed. Dear Tibetian, where are you going this coming year? I'm asking you. How far are you going this coming year? What major decision are you making this coming year? What major event is taking place in your life this coming year? All these are questions that needed to be answered by you, my fellow Tibetian. Please, let me submit that what is the cost of your journey this coming year? How much money, how much time, how much work will be required for your success? What sacrifices are required for you to make? What pleasure, what relationship, what sleep and failure do you need to give up? What fresh need do you need? What people, what association, what study? What's the guarantee that you will succeed? You need a guide though. Enjoy your day as I acknowledge my mentor, Chief Muyiwa Afolabi of the today's Frankly today on Frankly Speaking. Thank you so much for listening. May God bless you all as I close this. When we shall meet another time for another broadcast. Thank you. Bye bye.